Well, in just a few short months, this place will be the epicenter of the sporting world when it hosts Super Bowl 54. It's Hard Rock Stadium in Miami, Florida. The excitement brewing here in South Florida as a moment ago the Dolphins starters were introduced to this home crowd. They're fired up as well as they get set to match up with the Buffalo Bills. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. Fielded about a yard deep. He gets away from one. And he'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. A carry for Devontae Freeman, who missed most of last season. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Freeman. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Allen. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
It is tough to complete pass against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation. And there, the defense won the battle. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, it's Allen. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Nate Orchard drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long. On 4th down, on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Taken in at the 11. 62 yards on the punt that time. Wow. And it'll be Dolphin football. On 1st and 10, Watson. And an alley to run. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Well, it looked like a quick hitter, a 3-step drop. But when it's not there, what do? He elects to try and escape through the massive bodies up the middle, and he does so and picks up positive yardage.
This is it. 19. Get ready. Get ready. Get ready. Watch motion. Watch motion.
This is Kenyon Drake, the fourth-year man from Alabama. The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. The 20, 10, and all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Kenyon Drake, his fifth touchdown now on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
Let's go. Let's go.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a two-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. So the shotgun snap to Allen. Man open, that's Robert Foster, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards.
First down, Buffalo.
So the big play gets them across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Check.
They run from the pistol here with Freeman. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And between the last two plays, they've moved it over half the length of the football field. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
Room here to run. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal at the 5-yard line.
A line of scrimmage, once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. Here's Devin Singletary. He played in this state at Florida Atlantic. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. So they're back at the 7 now for 3rd and goal.
Hey, check 24. Check 24. Undercrush. Motion.
They run with a former Jaguar. It's T.J. Yeldon, and he is going to lose yardage here. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on third. This situation in the fourth quarter, you go for it. But here, take the points.
If you go for it here and don't get it, you and I are missing our plane, and we're going to the post-game press conference to hear him justify it. Because the next thing we'll see is the owner walking in announcing a firing. There is no way he goes for it here. Get the field goal. It's the first half of the game. You've got time to make it up.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoffs. Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. Jerry Hughes in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Now it's Watson. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Teron Johnson able to pick it, and he'll get this back down to about the 12-yard line. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
Check 43.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop the jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Devontae Freeman, his 6th touchdown of the season, and the Bills have taken the lead. Hauschka with the extra point, and the lead is now 10-7. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. This fielded at the 2. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a
and that's caught inside the 35. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 39 yards there, a big one.
A lot of running backs in the passing game, they're just used to check it down to them or maybe dump-off passes. But this guy, they use him to stretch the field, don't they?
Stretched it right there, turned it into a really nice game. And the throw here caught by Devontae Parker. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Dolphin passing game rolling here. They've got another first down.
That's another Dolphins first down.
Set.
First and 10 at the 17-yard line.
At 24. Let's get in there. Let's get in there now. Kill.
On first down, Drake. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Hey, watch it, watch it.
Back to throw, Watson. And this is caught by Allen for a Dolphins touchdown. Dwayne Allen, his first touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins are going to jump back in front. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead is now 14-10. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. There have been points on the board. We just saw back-to-back touchdown drives. I love it. I'm high-fiving our statistician, Christian McLeod, and you're angry. You're a defensive guy.
If you met one of my defensive coordinators, God rest his soul, I'm surprised he isn't in this booth right now wanting to really take you on. This is not football the way he sees it. He wants a good old-fashioned kicking game, defense, field position, and we're getting an up and down the field game here.
I'll take him. Where's his tombstone?
Boot Hill, baby.
From the 29, Allen. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Call it a 3-yard gain, and just like that, it's third down. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
Allen going to try and throw on third down. Dancing to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Taking matters into his own hands, and he picks up 4 yards and a first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And now a 10th carry for Freeman. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
He was brought down by
On 2nd down, Freeman. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down, keep the sticks moving.
On 1st down, Allen. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. From the gun, it's a run for Freeman. In on the stop defensively, Raekwon McMillan.
It's a gain of a yard, and it's 3rd down.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll send you up to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there, and he'll have stats and scores from a busy Sunday in the NFL.
Watch the safety creek. Hey, hold. Show it up.
Snap comes at 1, and it's Allen. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42.
If you rank 1 from the bottom in statistics, that's usually not good in this league. And this team, 1 from the bottom in sacks, but somehow they've got 3 in this game. What's going on?
I know, they're 31 at 32. They better be careful, or they're going to be top 30 in the league.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. 1st down, Miami, as they get set to start the drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they'll march off another 15 against your squad.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. The intended receiver there, Allen, that'll bring up 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense. 49's the mic. Watch 49. Here we go, D. All day, defense. All day. All day. 26. 49. Mike's 49. Here we go, D. Get off the field.
Throwing again is Watson. Buying time to his left. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
He's brought down by Tre'Davious White. That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
And on 3rd and 3, they decided to go with a dime package. 6 DBs.
Yeah, you're right. They've got 6 out there. From the gun, here's Watson. And he finds Stills, complete. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the 1st. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
On 1st down, Watson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. That late in the clock, 2nd quarter, why not just run it a time or 2 and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the 1st half.
At the 38-yard line.
Still a few inches short of a 1st down as they come up now on 2nd down.
Mike 2 is the mic. Mike 2. Mike 2. 52 is the mic right here over there.
Allen now looks to throw, and that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've only converted once in 4 tries. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. Working out of the shotgun, here's Allen. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down. And he's going to have a 1st down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the 1st half. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Let's go, D. Let's go. Slam.
Freeman again, a 1st down carry. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the 3rd quarter. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the 2nd half gets started. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Looking to throw on second down. Watson, and he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in the second half. Instead, it's third down.
And now offensively, it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now, the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. Here's Watson. Going for the deep ball. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
On the return, it's White. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Taco Charlton. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
On 3rd and long, it's Allen. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
This will be fielded at the 17. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Might have needed just one more block. As it stands, 37-yard return. And the Dolphins will begin this drive in great field position, 1st and 10.
Set. 19. 49 to Mike. All right, D. Let's go. All right, D. 54. Now, alert. 49. 49. Who that? Who that? 49 to Mike. Watch 49. Let's go, D. Mike's 49.
Watson on 1st down. It's complete to Drake. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Motion! 24! 49, guys. Mike, 49.
Watson now to throw. Allen has it, left side. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. And he's got a 1st down as the tackle made at the Bills' 25-yard line. Now a first down throw. Watson being chased out left. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
On second down, it's Drake. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Check, nickel, nickel, nickel. Check, 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 check. 9. Back, back, back.
Now the former 4th-round pick, it's Kalen Ballage. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. A loss of 2 there, second down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
On second and 12, Watson. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point's not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Looking around the league from Raymond James Stadium, they're in the third quarter in Tampa. And now that one really widening up. The Bucs have just scored again. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
The run only got a yard. Here's second and 9. Now Freeman, he's been busy today. Freeman a first down and more. And finally down at the 36-yard line. That one's good for 35 yards on the ground and a first down. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for first and 10. To throw, it's Allen. The throw on target to his receiver, McKenzie. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. On first down, Freeman. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a second and 13. Back now in Miami. The Bills have the football, but they trail here as we begin quarter number 4. Now on 2nd and 13. Allen. That's caught by Brown for a Bills touchdown. John Brown. His 4th touchdown on the year. As they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter. 17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already.
6 guard. Check 6 guard. Motion.
Counterplay, Drake. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Now on 2nd and 13, Watson eluding the pressure right. He's going to let this go deep, back over the middle. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
What has not been the best game for him, but he definitely tried to get by with a little help from his friend there, trying to create a big play.
Couldn't do it, fell incomplete, but you're right, hasn't been a banner game here in the second half, just trying to get going.
Big thing is trying to keep confidence up and continue to fire.
I can't believe they even let you play. Go, Mike, 50. Let's go.
3rd and long, it's Watson. Forced out to his left, and eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
The Bills take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. Now Allen. Gets it off to Freeman. It's a gain of 5, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
The Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. Now Allen, operating from the gun. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the 4th quarter, and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
Tremaine Edmonds, the Bills' leading tackler as a rookie last year, in on the stop there. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
You better be afraid of me. You better be afraid of me.
Out of the gun, Watson. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. Devontae Parker, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was.
He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Albert Wilson, his 4th touchdown on the year. And they're able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter. Sanders on for the extra point. And they will take a 7-point lead now. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. They run. Devontae Freeman. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
No. Chinese! Pass 85!
They'll try to run for it with Yeldon. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. It's a 1st down following a gain of 3.
There are a lot of different formulas to winning football, but one constant over the years, winning on 3rd down. That pickup there was big because they had struggled throughout this one.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. He's back to throw. He'll get this one complete to Zay Jones. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. That one goes for 24 yards.
Check 52, come on. Watch the screen.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Freeman. Oh, nice move. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 13-yard line.
Let's go, D. Check. Kill. Turn up. 52.
On 1st down, Freeman. And this play goes nowhere, losing yardage back to the 15. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Now T.J. Yeldon. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bill shaken up on the play. We'll get an update when we come back to Miami. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Well, down here near the goal line, you don't think of a cornerback in run coverage, but he made the stop.
Yeah, most of the cornerbacks we know, they want to be those pass defenders and take away one half of the field. And
yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute. Here's Hauschka for the extra point. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. In a tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk-reward, okay? If you go for it.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 49. Parker unable to get that one.
First and 10 at their own 49-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They can still get into field goal range, partner. They got to work quickly, though.
I agree with you totally. Find a way to get the ball downfield and out of bounds. In a perfect world, they know what hash they want to get to for their kicker, and they already know the distance that he feels comfortable. That'll dictate what they do on offense.
See if they can get in his range. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Part 2, the Mike. Mike part 2. Mike part 2. I don't even know why his team showed up.
Back to throw. Allen. Incomplete. And we're down to 8 seconds now. That one was intended for John Brown. And it's 3rd and short. A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on 3rd down.
Alert, alert, alert.
Allen to throw. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
Intended for Lee Smith. It's 4th down.
Tie game, fourth quarter, and they're going for this thing on fourth down. They'll run for it. It's Freeman. And he's not even going to come close to picking up the first. They stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
Result of the play is a turnover on down.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Tie game, probably time for one final play here. What do you do in this spot?
Now you're thinking about Hail Mary. You've got to find a way to heave it all the way towards the end zone and give yourself a chance. Your time management sheet tells you with this amount left on the clock, you don't get cute and try and get 2 plays, because if you try that, that's all you're going to get is one, and it won't be a one towards the end zone.
How will they handle it? Let's find out. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
Let's go, baby.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. Looking to throw again on second down. Watson. And he hits Drake. 4 yards the pickup, first down. The start for them near flawless. Defense gets them a 3 and out. 2 quick pass connections on offense.
So that's how a team works together. Just what you described. Get them the ball, give them a little momentum, and they're capitalizing off of that. Thanks a lot, guys.
So from the 36 now, first and 10.
Jim. Hey, alert 3.
They'll run on first down. It's Drake. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
Watch the curve. 49.
From the 39, Watson. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Jerry Hughes has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Gonna need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal? Back to throw, Watson. And it's caught by Parker. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23.
Hey, let's get this. Watch twins. He's coming. We got double. Hey, 59.
From the gun, it's Drake. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there. Second down. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. Flushed out. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And they will set up shop at Their own 46-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Their defense did its job, got the stop. All they need is 3, and this is over.
Couldn't have done much else other than score themselves and end it. But they turned it back over to them, and now all they need is a field goal to win the game. An excellent job by the defense. Can the offense finish things off?
That part 1 is done, now part 2. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Again, they'll run with Freeman. And an alley to run. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A gain of 13. It's a first down. On first down, Freeman. He continues to be effective running the football, a big reason that they have the lead.
And I love one of the quotes that I read about him where he said of himself, I love it when a team just hops on my back and I just carry them along.
Check 50. Check 52 is the mark. Switch up, switch up.
They'll run on first down with Singletary. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Bobby McCain here, the one who brings him down. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settling, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys, poking, clawing, breaking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field. Cordray Tankersley on the stop defensively. And that carry probably not so much for yardage, just to get the spot that you want to kick the field goal.
In any yardage game, there's really kind of gravy, and this just becomes what my coach used to say, get into position to be in position. And that's what they want, the right spot for their kicker to line up the field goal.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Freeman. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Now the timeout comes here in the waning seconds of this overtime, as we could be set up at long last for a potential game winner. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. And they're out of timeouts, remember, so this is going to have to be a delay. And that'll set them back 5. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. Now the timeout comes here in the waning seconds of this overtime, as we could be set up at long last for a potential game winner. So the field goal unit is on the field, as this is a big spot right here. It'll be from the right hash, and it'll be a 36-yarder. And he got it. The kick is good in overtime. He's able to split the uprights. We thought this game would be a good one. It did not disappoint into overtime, and it took the field goal to win it.
And we always pay lip service to how important it is to play defense. And usually we focus on the big offensive pyrotechnics, right? But in this case, they got the ball back on defense, gave themselves a chance, and they capitalized on it with a victory.
And I don't care what distance that field goes from in overtime. The knees are always knocking, but he pushed it through.
Not only that, think about your snapper, your holder. A lot of nerves for them, too, because they have to do their job in order to give him one last chance to put a foot to it.
So for the Bills, they continue to put themselves in position for a first-round bye as they move to 8-2, and they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Dolphins, add another loss to the pile as they drop to 2-8 now on the year. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Cleveland to take on the Browns. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.